Good afternoon, ladies. I hope your week is going well. I wanted to jump on here and talk to you about building your natural fertility roadmap and the key steps that we need to include so that you can really have some clarity around like what has maybe been missing before and why you haven't been able to make progress. So I really want to help those of you that are trying to conceive currently or preparing your body to conceive. This is so important for you, so please stick around. So I saw an interesting new information too of a study that came out in 2018 showing the importance of this preconception time, and the evidence was really overwhelming that healthier pregnancies happened when women were able to make positive lifestyle changes and diet changes before conception. A lot of times, you know, we're told it's a little too late after you get pregnant in a lot of ways when it comes to your nutrient levels and if there have been issues going on in your body. So we really have to take this preconception time seriously for our little babies, right? So my name is Crystal Melanson. I'm a functional nutritionist and health practitioner, and I specialize in women's health and fertility. And I help women naturally maximize and mend their fertility to conceive. So I see a few of these common mistakes happen all the time. So waiting and thinking, once again, that the conception process will be easy and just waiting to see what will happen, right? Brushing off your health and thinking that when you get pregnant, then you'll make changes and you'll worry about it. And thinking that taking a prenatal vitamin or just taking your supplements is going to mean your diet doesn't matter so much, or that's like the most important part of your prenatal plan. Excuse me. And I understand your confusion, because that's basically what we've been told so often, right? But unfortunately, these are big mistakes that can really hinder your fertility and your conception journey. So instead, what we want to do is really, you know, what works is having these key steps in the strategy that you can work through. And it doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be stressful, and you can really make sustainable changes in just a few weeks. So it is a big deal to start to implement this if you want to conceive. And I feel like I'm seeing more and more women that are wanting to do that right now because of this quarantine and everything that's happening in the world. They're really wanting to feel like they're making a difference in their health and in taking that control and decreasing the overwhelm. So you might be one of them, but I've been talking to a lot of ladies that are feeling that, and I totally understand. So I want to walk you through this outline of the key steps that I use in my fertility nutrition response plan so that you can really understand maybe where you have been missing out and what you can pay attention to. So you can get your notebook, your pen, and we will walk through these, and you can write down any questions you have to let me know. So the first one has to do actually with ovulation, with tracking cycles. And you know, you need to understand your cycle and not just are you having a period and beyond what those ovulation strips are telling you. I see too many ladies really just rely solely on ovulation strips, and they're not 100% accurate, but not to mention they're expensive. And when we can learn other signs that our body is giving us and ways to both forecast ovulation as well as confirm it, then we're much more set up in knowing when to conceive and when our window is going to be. But also, these are really important signs for our natural fertility and how we want to work with this if you're having issues or you're struggling, because we could have some issues that are hindering your hormones, your hormone production, your ability to hold on to an embryo, even if you're told your cycle is normal, right? If you've been told you're normal, your cycle's fine, there are actually a lot of signs and things that we can pick up within when we track your cycle correctly that can help us dig deeper into what the best strategies would be for you and where there could be problems. So tell me in the comments, have you struggled to figure out, the best way to really track your cycle to understand your ovulation? Because that is key step number 1, right? The second one that we really build on, so we're getting information from our body. It's that mind-body that mixes in there, right? Is specific guidelines, right? What to eat, what not to eat. But understanding when certain restrictions are most important to you. It's easy to just say, oh, don't eat this, don't eat that. That's not going to help anyone. We need to really understand the reasoning around it, right? And I have some women that want to prepare their bodies to be the healthiest they can be when they conceive. So we're building the diet around that goal, right? I have other clients that are really struggling with irregular cycles and ovulation. There might be different guidelines around what to eat, what not to eat with that. And then others that have, conditions such as autoimmunity that are concerning, or gut issues that are concerning them that we need to work with as well. So when we discuss what's right for each person, that is when we take it further than a generic plan, because just going on Google and saying what to eat, what not to eat, eat this instead, that's really not going to get you very far, because we need to understand if you're making restrictions, why they're important for you, and what foods do we focus on, because it's not just about deprivation, right? We don't want to just keep restricting when this is a time that's really about nourishment, which is the goal. So that's really how we can figure out how to prioritize what your goals are and how to eat towards them. So we have to get more specific and personal. And, do you want to do this more quickly in a matter of how, trying to get results faster within a few weeks as best as possible? Are you trying to conceive right now, or trying to conceive soon? Or do we have a little bit more time? That changes things as well. Another one with it is the gut health and inflammation. And if your body is really dealing with inflammation and gut health issues, it's not going to feel it can handle another life as well, because that's really what our bodies have to know. They have to know, I'm confident, I can support another growing human, I can support another life. And when we decrease inflammation and calm your immune system and help your gut, which is a huge part of a fertility nutrition plan, that can be a really key factor in getting pregnant, as well as, that was a huge factor in me just ovulating on my own and fixing my cycles. So let me know, would it be helpful for you to have this clear understanding, the step-by-steps of what to plan out for your diet? Let me know in the comments if that would be helpful for you. The third one is, with meal plans and recipes, which goes along with that. Yes, it can be important and that can help, but without education, you're never going to be able to create your day and go shopping on your own. You're never going to understand how foods work with your body and what to do in the long term when you're pregnant after you conceive. So just relying on meal plans is not going to get you very far. We have to have the education around it as well. Another key step for your natural fertility plan is blood sugar balance. So this comes, this is kind of a fourth step in there too, is, how to form your meals for your body. You need to know when to eat throughout the day. A big problem I see with a lot of women is this old understanding that you need to eat small meals all the time, right? So 5 or 6 meals a day. I see this actually cause a lot of issues with many women, and especially with blood sugar. And we need to learn how to structure your meals and how to balance your blood sugar for your body. And so that's really incredibly important for hormone production, for inflammation, that can really affect your ovulation and the stress in your body and your immune system. And the difference to how your body responds. So once again, I call it, when I work with clients, it's our fertility nutrition response plan, because we have to see how your body is responding to the nutrition. And so there's a difference within fruits and like bread carbs and pastas, right? And vegetables and starchy vegetables like potatoes or sweet potatoes. Those can all react very differently in your body. So we have to figure out how that can help you in your blood sugar balance. So that's another key to this outline. So tell me in the comments, have you been confused on what type of carbs to eat, how many carbs you should be eating? Have you tried low carb or fasting and have it backfire badly on you? I see that often. So this might be a key area that we have to focus on for you too. And then the fifth one really is supplementation. We need to know what's important, right? You need to know how to look for the right supplements. There's a lot of really poor quality supplements out there that have marketing and woo-ha around them that are not great, and some that can actually be detrimental. And so we need to know how to differentiate that and what supplements are important for you. And if you have other conditions like PCOS or endometriosis, or you're preparing for IVF or treatments, you know, what supplements could be helpful for that based off of real evidence and research and what your body could need. So that's a fifth step, and I have that, you know, too at the end we talk about it because it's supplemental, right? We have to have the other foundational pieces before supplements are really super helpful, and they can be when we have the other pieces in place as well. So those are the key steps that we need to walk through to create your personal roadmap. And I work in detail with my clients in these for their own fertility response nutrition plan. But if you're interested in talking about any of these categories more, or how to build these steps into your life in your preconception time right now in a sustainable way, please comment below or shoot me a message and we can chat. I have something really special right now I've never done before to help make this work really accessible for a lot more ladies. So if you're interested in talking about a fertility nutrition response plan and how to help your preconception and your fertility, just don't be shy. Send me a message and we'll just chat through it and chat through your specific situation. I'm here to support you. So I hope that helped clear things up a little bit for you, why we have to go deeper than just the generics, and where a lot of times we're having problems and having holdups. So if you have any questions, once again, reach out, but I will talk to you all soon. All right, have a good one.